promise tonight from the people who run the Vancouver International Airport. Big changes to help make sure that what happened to Robert Jacansky never happens to anyone else. They include better translation services and signs and more frequent checks on passenger areas. As the CBC's Terry Molesky reports, most of the new procedures take effect right away.
Vancouver Airport will never be quite the same. Here at the glass wall where Robert Jacansky died after being tasered by the RCMP, a small shrine has been set up. The condolence book is filling up fast and it tells a story. As a Canadian, I'm sorry, says one traveller. What an outrage, says another. Shame on Canada and the RCMP. A third calls it a black eye for Canada.
This was, a shock to us. This is a shock to our system. We didn't think this was going to happen at our little airport here.
So the airport authority is bringing in changes to ensure that passengers get help if they need it. Near the little shrine for Jacansky, for example, there is an information counter, and on it, one of 18 double handset language phones that will be seen around the airport. So that a passenger and a customer service agent can get an interpreter on the line. There is also a new screen hanging from the ceiling so that arriving passengers, if they want, can put their names up and anyone waiting knows they've arrived.
We have a new service that we've just implemented. The screens went up last week. They can actually put a visual page and it will show up on the screen out here to say that I've arrived, and it'll remain on that screen for 2 hours.
The key thing about these changes is that they are going into effect immediately. Nobody's waiting for an inquest or an inquiry. Help for lost travelers, translators, medical services, they're all supposed to be available now, night and day.
That, of course, did not happen with Robert Jacansky, even though airport staff noticed he was in trouble as soon as he landed. They say he was sweating profusely, unresponsive, staring at the ground.
He's unconscious.
And 10 hours later, after he was tasered, medical help was several minutes away, not inside the airport. That's going to change too.
I think what we've lost a little bit is the human touch.
The human touch. YVR is trying to get it back, and that seems to be what many travelers hoped for when they wrote in Robert Jacansky's condolence book. As one put it, let's hope we learn from this. Terry Molesky, CBC News at Vancouver Airport.